Hi everyone, I'm PirateWalnut, I'm a GM Mercy, and let's talk about the Mercy changes. For anyone wondering what the changes are, Mercy recently received a nerf to her damage boost where it was decreased from 30% to 25%, and in their words, so they can rein in certain damage spikes. And the reactions to the nerfs are interesting to say at least, with Mercy mains wanting a compensating buff while others are asking for more nerfs. In my opinion, this change will barely do anything, especially since when you do the math on some of Mercy's most popular interactions such as Slowdrin Railgun, Hanzo arrows, and many more, they still hit the breakpoints that they're trying to hit, so I'm wondering what damage thresholds Blizzard is trying to tackle with these changes. Especially since in Season 4 they said that they were fine with damage boost and res at its current state.
You know, we are pretty happy with both of those abilities still. I think I think our changes have kind of spoken to that as well over time.
Especially with the stigma towards Mercy's current playstyle in the community. I mean, if you look at Twitter, there's bound to be a tweet about Mercy somewhere each week. These changes, while nerfing it, are not dealing with the problem many players have, which is how Mercy needs to be played. So let's establish Mercy's current state. Mercy basically has one role at the moment, which is being a pocket support, and especially in the 5v5 environment, it's the only place she can be in. You have to play into one of her most controversial abilities, which is damage boost, in order to get consistent value on the character, which leads to many of the annoyances players face, such as when Ashe could one-shot in Overwatch 1, Sojourn Season 2 when Mercy can make her railgun charge faster with damage boost, and oh, did I mention that her one-shot's still in the game post-nerf? And yes, I know I have not mentioned res, and people have their own gripes about it, but with how Overwatch wants to have res in the game, and with how much of her identity is based on res, I mean, if you ask anyone about Mercy within or outside of the community, they think of res. I can't see them reworking or removing res anytime soon. People are tired of the pocket playstyle, even Mercy mains, especially with how her character for the most part is not good because of Mercy herself, but the interactions, mainly from damage boosts, she creates, which some could argue is Mercy's supportive ability, it still ties her to the characters that become meta rather than having her as a core hero like other supports. And as a fun factor, while I enjoy Mercy, sometimes I am just sitting around a corner holding damage boosts, which to some isn't as fun, but I have fun because I love watching the enemy burn. So the big question is, how could Overwatch remedy this? I think Mercy's kit needs to be reworked in some way, and before I explain this, just note that I am not an Overwatch dev, and I am just a Mercy main who's just stating opinions are free. Please create your own opinions in the comments and be nice please. Now onto the ideas. There are two ways I can see Blizzard creating a rework for Mercy. Number 1, damage boost becomes a resource. This would be pretty simple to envision. Essentially, she would only be able to damage boost for a certain amount of time, and this resource would be recharged by healing, kind of like Moira recharging her healing with damage. This would force Mercy to play more for her team, and also turn her to the triage healer Overwatch wanted to make. They could even experiment with bringing back the healing increase on allies less than 50%, on a nerf scale like 20 to 30%, to further a new playstyle that forces Mercy to interact with her team more rather than be able to just stick to one person for the majority of the match, like in her current state. In the end, it forces Mercy to actively look for more opportunities so she can keep using damage boost, allowing for more active gameplay while still maintaining her core kit. I personally like this change, especially since on some maps you can abuse damage boost harder, like on all of the escort maps, especially Junkertown and Circuit Royale, where Mercy can essentially be light years away from the fight and still be contributing a lot because of damage boost. Another way that they can go is, number 2, damage boost gets removed. This would be a more complex change as we're going to be giving her a new ability. As the idea entails, damage boost would be removed and would be replaced for a new ability called Bless. This is inspired from what we see in the Overwatch 2 cinematic 0 Hour, where Mercy touches Mei and gives a sort of aura to her. And what Bless would do is provide damage reduction for 5 seconds, and to activate it she must be close to her ally or even touching distance. This can open a lot of place for Mercy as well as shake up her synergies with other characters. And because damage reduction is capped in Overwatch at 50%, with enough tinkering this could be an impactful but balanced ability, and once again give Mercy more options to interact with her team more. And even if you don't like my idea of Bless, there are so many abilities that Mercy players have thought of from past rework Mercy movements that any of them could work as long as they fit into the game and don't make her like Lifeweaver. In the end, I still enjoy playing Mercy. I'm not here to start a new rework Mercy movement, but more of starting the conversation and just theory crafting what they could do to Mercy in the future. In the end, I am just one Mercy player, so please create your own opinions. She is in my mind a fun character, and honestly I will play her however Overwatch wants her to be. You can argue all you want, but at the end of the day, as long as you have fun, that's all that matters. I'm gonna keep this short, but thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you think they should do to Mercy, and make sure to like and subscribe to help push out this video. Welcome to Season 6, and until next time, bye bye!